Good morning, future officers. Welcome back once again to Toppers Academy Morung Express newspaper analysis for the 11th of November 2025. I hope your preparations is going strong and that you are approaching each day with focus and discipline. Remember, every single day you stay consistent builds the foundation for your success. In today's session, we'll continue to analyze the Morung Express newspaper and take a detailed look uh, at the paper from the examination perspective. We'll also go through important headlines and key developments, understanding not just what has happened but why it matters for your NPSC and NSSB exams. We will also discuss how to read critically, how to extract the core issues, link it with your static portions of your syllabus, and frame short notes and make revisions simple and effective. So let's begin our 11 November 2025 analysis with full attention and enthusiasm. Stay focused, take smart notes, and let every session strengthen your preparation for the exam ahead. The first article for the day is Lok Sabha Speaker urges climate resilience strategy for Northeast. So, Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birlaji is in the state of Nagaland for the ongoing 22nd Commonwealth Parliamentary Association India Region Zone 3 Conference at the Nagaland Legislative Assembly in Kohima. If you can go through this one, it would be good that Commonwealth nations take given the country I Commonwealth nations, all right. And this year, the 22nd Commonwealth Parliamentary Association India Region Zone 3 Conference is being held in Nagaland in the Nagaland Legislative Assembly in Kohima. All right. Chief Minister calls for stronger regional cooperation, Northeast infrastructure push. Nagaland Chief Minister Dr. Nipurio on Monday called for greater cooperation among the northeastern states to strengthen democratic institutions, accelerate infrastructure development, and promote inclusive growth. Speaking at the inaugural session of the 22nd Annual Commonwealth Parliamentary Association CPA India Region Zone 3 Conference in Kohima, Rio highlighted the role of the Northeastern Regional Commonwealth Parliamentary Association established in 1996. So it was very important हो exam karne भी ना prelims karne भी important हो GS1 karne भी important हो and even for your NSSB they might ask the year, right? So we should also know this one. Northeastern Regional Commonwealth Parliamentary Association. It was established in the year 1996. Why it was established? To foster mutual learning and policy collaborations among the 8 states of the Northeast region. So this is a new one, and then this has been the news for quite some long time, and this time Nagaland host it would be good if you can make a good note on NARCPA, their objectives and the things that they have done so far, right? And you can always make use of the news like 22nd Annual Commonwealth Parliamentary Association Conference to Nagaland Lushikovi. Or if there has been any major outcome out of this conference, then you should also take a note of that one and edit in your notebook or paper which you're maintaining. So keep some space below or say ekta page khali chhadi. Echoes of 1972, Billy Graham's son Franklin to hold revival meet in Kohima on November 30. यदि भी मन exam take the question होती था कि तो कैसे मुझे तो दे 53 years after world-renowned evangelist Dr. Billy Graham first set foot on the Nagaland soil in 1972. So they used to ask this question in exam, alright? So Dr. Billy Graham to Nagaland di kutu sal de ahishe in hoti lage 1972. Even may I forgot the date, but if you can please look into it and date ek par sai date PP important ho de. Nagaland to NPSC laga under de hobi, NSSB under de hobi. Basically, they don't just ask about the years. They even ask date, and sometimes they even ask how many days. Okay, how many days in a beauty day. Just like I was mentioning about the festivals. Festivals, so each festival la do sabina significance po lage, customs or traditions followed, the dance and songs, folk songs, folk dances, folk traditional games, how many days, or the dates na kiman date pa kiman date tak. So ituan isna puro lagi de festival abi. So just like that, when you're studying about any events, you should also study about their date and the year. All right. His son, Reverend Franklin Graham. So Reverend Franklin Graham do Billy Graham la bacha se, Dr. Billy Graham la bacha, is said to visit the state for what church leaders call it a historic and legacy visit on November 30, 2025 at the Indira Gandhi Stadium, Kohima. Yes, regarding this also, NPCC Nagaland Baptist Church Council do kite establish kursi kuna hoti thake. I think if I'm not wrong, it is 1937. You should study the date, all right, and place where it was established. Chalo, that would be important for you. From folklore to lab, Nagaland University study reveals breakthrough. Researchers validate medicinal properties of endangered Meghalaya plant with anti-cancer potentials. Nagaland University researchers, in collaboration with Assam Town University, have conducted the first ever scientific investigation on Coniothalamus simonsi hook F. Thomas, an endangered and endemic medicinal plant native to Meghalaya forest. The study, published in Chemistry and Biodiversity in October 2025, provides the first scientific validation for the traditional use of the plant, long employed by local communities to treat gastrointestinal complications, throat irritation, typhoid fever, and malaria. The Jackson Student Union holds NHIDCL accountable or contractors accountable for National Highway 29 plight. National Highway 29 to kutu districts choice aro in Nagaland, okay, and kutu state ti chai, alright, alak state ta ki chawo tu, and then the stretch or say distance sai sabik pade kiman kilometers ase. Nagaland RDI activists call for probe into director level posting. What is important for exam is RDI, very important, alright. So RDI to puro lage, right, to information ek ase do RDI, I think it was 2005, which means RDI is completing 2020 years, 20 years this year, which makes it very important for your JS2 descriptive, alright. JS2 descriptive TB puribi RDI ek to ki ase tai kinega hana start hui kin aise, and then tala powers and functions ki ase what are the features of this RDI, so sorry, the provisions under this RDI Act, how to file an RDI, so it can be important over, and also study on the recommendations of which commission or committee RDI to introduce in India de kutu year de kutu tete to one power size day. That would be very important. RDI topic is very important itself. So ek bar power sabi tu apunan la GS2 laga under there or say general studies under there, you'll find that in the Indian polity book. All right, in any Indian polity book, please focus on this topic in detail and take help from the internet sources to extract data related relevant and latest data. to support your answer and make it stronger. Remembrance Day to be observed at Kohima War Cemetery today. So ito ki ase Remembrance Day precise today. The Nagaland government in collaboration with whom? The British Deputy High Commission in Kolkata. Ito yat rakhiyo de. British Deputy High Commission in Kolkata will commemorate Remembrance Day at the Kohima War Cemetery on November 11. November 11 do I think aji ase naki? Hoi aji ase do. The official program will commence at 11 hour with Nagaland Chief Minister Dr. Nipurio attending as the special guest and Bharat Devi. It being born as a Deputy Head of Mission at the British Deputy High Commission, Kolkata as the honored guest. Remembrance Day, also known as Poppy Day, Day. Remembrance Day, Poppy Day, kiman date as a 11 November. 11 November Day. Day jar rakibi Remembrance Day, also known as Poppy Day, itu kita segule 11 November. So it is in all due to the tradition of wearing a remembrance poppy is observed in Commonwealth member states to honor armed forces members who died in the line of duty. The day is observed on the 11th of November to mark the end of First World War hostilities in 1918, which formally ceased at the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month. Supreme Court seeks Center's reply on plea for implementation of 2023 Women Reservation Act. It will be important when you exam karne. This will form a part of your GS to General Studies, Indian Polity, और Sociology la portion भी cover करे, and even current affairs. Okay. The Supreme Court on Monday sought the response of the Center to examine a plea seeking implementation of the 2023 Nari Shakti Vantan Act, which reserves 1/3 seats for the women in the Lok Sabha and the state assemblies. So women kan karne kiman seat reserve ko lage Lok Sabha aro assembly te 1/3 to reserve ko lage ko ase. The petitioners herein prefers the present writ petition under Article 32 of the Constitution. Article 32 is also known as the heart and soul of the Indian Constitution, alright? Of India for the Mantamas direction to declare the clock, that is, after delimitation is undertaken for this purpose, after the relevant figures for the first census of 106th Amendment Act of 2023. So the 1/3 reservation takyo kwa 106th Amendment, Constitutional Amendment Act of 2023 de kuikinaside, which states that 33% women reservation. 128 Amendment Act. There has been a bomb blast near the Red Fort. Body parts scattered everywhere, sky turned red, eyewitnesses of the blast near Red Fort. Next article, what do you have? Shaktiman returns in a new avatar. I hope as parents you also know about what is Shaktiman. Have you watched Shaktiman on a Sunday in Dortashan, na? Teaching National Channel? If you're one among them who have watched Shaktiman in your childhood, then I think it's high time that you should get serious with life. Jokes apart, let's see. Itu Shaktiman la actor kun takisi gulido Mukesh Khanna takisi dei. Mukesh Khanna. So the Shaktiman, the beloved superhero show Shaktiman has returned in a brand new avatar. Bucket FM has brought back the show in an exclusive 40 episode audio series titled Shaktiman Return featuring Mukesh Khanna. So NPSC currently one important be no will be NPSC they used to ask sometimes very unexpected questions also. That's why need to be holiday. They even go on to ask what 1994 they best movie ki paise na type pi hoti thake. So it be ni channel bi phali ase. Iko dos nai. Predator Badland tops box office with $80 million worldwide. Not very important, but you can go through if you really want to. South Zone defeats Northeast Zone by 38 runs. The North Zone continues winning streak. West Zone beats East Zone. Itu do women's cricket khela ase. The senior women's interzonal T20 trophy held at the Nagaland Cricket Stadium, Sovima. तो इटा सिनियर वुमेन इंटरजोनल T20 ट्रॉफी तो कुछ खिला जुगली तो नागालैंड क्रिकेट स्टेडियम दे खिला से सोविमा दे ना इट बी इम्पोर्टेंस दे Nagaland to host Dr. T. Au Junior Girls National Football Championship. इडिया तो माइकियान ला दो नेशनल लेवल भी खिलवाला से The Nagaland is set to host the upcoming Dr. T. Au Junior Noido Junior Girls National Football Championship 2025 at the Chumukitima Football State Stadium from November 22nd to December 11, 2025. So, we can do China Sabona Parabo. Kiligulido, you have prelims on the 13th of December. You cannot even go to witness the Hornbill Festival. Hornbill Festival to every year থাকিব আপুনি সাথী কৰি কিনা বিচিতে কাম পাই কিনা বিচিতে even if you grow old Hornbill Festival ini থাকিব itu পৰা this year the Hornbill Festival skip কৰিবি আৰু exam দি focus কৰিবি দেই itu important আছে so national level ado chumukitima di help to last day Dr. T. Au Junior Girls National Football Festival so I think around 38 states and union territories will participate, I guess. So, itu Dr. D. Au do moan la Nagaland portion kan ibis importance day. Dr. D. Au. He is also the first Naka medical graduate. He is also the first Naka medical graduate. He was the first captain of the Indian football team who went to play at the Olympics in 1948. Itu la year pe hoti thake. And then he was a flag bearer. That is also important, okay? He was the flag bearer for the Indian contingent at the 1948 London Olympics. Alright. He was also India's flag bearer. So it will be important ase. Aro ala kantu local news kan ase local news kantu iman important na thakaw jay for examination per se. Alright. Of course they are all important. The events that are happening. Every event is important, of course. There's always a reason, there's always a purpose for every local events that happen. But as far as our NPSC and NSSB is concerned, just saying that those things are not that much important. For example, I done to be kita establish kursi to be savide Investment and Development Authority of Nagaland. I done to kita establish kursi to be important hoje. And these are just hiring by the GSW be very important ase. JSW Shakti Foundation expanding BP operations excellent care. Itu to job la ase. Apan itu niti bodo na NSSB NPSC ti wala ase. So let me not discuss on that one. So red fort la bhi puri dekh pade. Where is the red fort? Who built the red fort? All right, who built the red fort? Red fort is made of ki pra banaise na? In which year? Which rulers? Lal Killa na? Lal Killa bhane red fort ke. And then we have this iron pillar na? Iron pillar pe ekta ninas de. Ito iron pillar di bi kun ba likise. Ito iron pillar kun la ase. Aro something related science la background la bi ito iron pillar la kiba huti thaki de. Ito purple ra sai de. These are repeated questions for exams. So I think that is all for the day. I think today's session was also important because there are many important things that we can note down and go in more detail using our GS study books, materials, and internet sources. And exam is approaching. Your NSSB is just 3-4 days away. Keep consistent, stay healthy, eat healthy, take proper rest. Sleep is also important, of course. And that is all for the day. So I wish you all the very best. I'll see you all tomorrow. Thank you all.